Are you okay?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, I think.
You don't have raptors where you are?
Yeah, I've got rafters where I am. They're in the ceiling.
Raptors! The raptors are here!
What?
The raptors!
Did you go watch the new Jurassic Park again?
No, the raptors are here! I haven't seen... Well, I mean, Scarlett Johansson. But no, I haven't seen it. Have you seen it? Is it good? Is Scarlett Johansson good? She's pretty hot. I mean...
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's good. I don't know. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. But there's raptors. There's raptors here. It's lucky. You're lucky.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I didn't know about the raptors, but apparently, well,
I've been hearing about the raptors all my life. They've been going, listen, it's the end times. The raptors happening. The raptors are coming. And here they are, the raptors. They're here.
Oh, the raptors. I didn't think about it.
They're here.
They're here.
They're here, finally.
They're not here where I am yet.
They're here. They're here.
They're there. They're there.
They're here. They're there. Here. They're in relative to where you are. But I don't know where the internet, the people on the internet, I don't know where they are. They might have raptors. So if you're out there in the internet,
if you got raptors, let us know.
If you got raptors,
in the comments.
Call 1-800-RAPTOR HELP now.
Or if you don't have access to the phone, just leave it in the comments.
Yeah, either one.
Yeah.
Well, other than the raptors, though, I'm doing fine. How are you?
You good? Yeah. I didn't realize this, but apparently, there are no Epstein files. That was
they're
made
not.
up.
There. It's all fake. It's all fake.
I'm thinking it was some kind of Mandela effect thing.
Oh, it had to be. It had to be.
100% Mandela effect.
Well, listen. That Jeffrey Epstein guy. He's a real shady character. He goes around stealing people's help. I don't know if you heard about that. It was a big controversy.
Yeah.
It broke up his friendship with the president. He came over to his house.
Yeah.
And stole his help. That's inexcusable behavior. I mean, the pedophilia is one thing, but going over to a man's house.
But apparently that's not true.
That's not true, though. It's not true. The files don't exist. They don't exist.
Nobody saw
Never
him.
Existed.
Nobody saw him hang himself in a video.
No.
They didn't. Nobody found out that nobody messed with it with any kind of an Adobe program or anything like that.
Yeah. There's not a literal piece of metadata with a file name of a government agent attached to it.
There's not, and every single night the cameras just stop at that one time. It's paranormal.
Yeah, listen, you can never be too careful with the paranormal stuff. I mean, you should know that better than anybody.
Yeah, I've experienced a lot of it lately.
Yeah, you have. I mean, that's why I have 2 microphones tonight. I have 2 microphones. I have a podcasting microphone and a regular microphone, just in case I have to be careful. You never know. Things are getting deleted out of existence, out of reality, Milty. Epstein didn't kill himself. He didn't. No. He didn't. Don't you understand?
Epstein never existed.
He never existed. Epstein never existed.
No.
All those videos, AI.
Yeah, it was a hoax.
It was a hoax.
Obviously.
Look it up.
Look it up.
I'm sure you can find some website out there that'll tell you it was 100% hoax and AI.
Absolutely.
And then you can read that and you can say, oh, I knew I was right. And go about your life.
That's what you got to do. I mean, that's it. And also, apparently, having good genes is racist.
Yeah. So, that whole thing is wild.
That's blowing me out. I can't understand it.
Yeah, all right, okay. All right. Maybe I'm old. Maybe I'm showing my age here. But here's what's controversial to me. I'm like, God, Sydney Sweetie's young. Yeah. She's young. Yeah. I'm like, ugh, she's too young.
She's a child still, basically.
Yeah, it's
we are not Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. I think she's too old for Leo, though.
Yeah,
probably. But I mean, like, Sydney Sweeney's in White Lotus, and like during that time period, I don't know how old she was on the show, like when she was making the show, but the character was like supposed to be a teenager, like underage, and like the whole internet just was like glazing her like crazy, no matter what age, and it was like y'all a little creepy,
right?
And so that's what's creepy about the ad to me.
That is creepy.
It's kind of like, it's encouraging the behavior. Everybody's like, being like, oh, I love this. I'm sure she was a legal adult playing an underage kid, but then everybody else was being like, yeah, that's what we like. And
isn't she like 28 or 29 or something, actually?
Who knows?
Like, I think she's actually a real adult, you know what I mean?
She's a real adult.
Yeah.
I hope she's older than me. And I'm like, she's too young. She's too young. She's got good genes. And that's, that should be what they do. They just reveal her age.
It's 55.
She is 55.
Those are some good genes.
I'm
going to buy American Eagle now.
Yeah.
That's the point.
That is the point.
Jesus Christ.
Amen.
I mean, I've seen that and just, it's like, okay, so 10 years ago, maybe it would have been celebrated that a woman that's not a stick is somebody who's promoting a product, right? Like, that's body positivity. Am I right?
Wait. Is she not a stick? Is she too thick for like the average body positive person? Like, is that what this is?
Maybe that's the problem.
Because I feel like she's like a normal like weight for like what people find attractive.
Yeah, like an average real person.
Yeah.
Yeah. But apparently that's a problem.
I mean, quite honestly, if we're being honest here, I bet all of the outrage is manufactured by the damn gene company. Like, it's them clicks. Like, every single time that people get mad at Chick-fil-A, the line goes around the entire parking lot, goes down the block and goes down the street. Dothan, Alabama. Where the Chick-fil-A is, and it's
it goes
right there
all the way
on
around the circle.
It goes all the way around the circle. It goes, every single time there's a controversy.
Yeah.
Everybody says, well, we just got to go support them.
Yeah,
we got to go support them.
How many miles is the circle?
We got to support our troops at Chick-fil-A.
How many miles is that circle? I can't remember.
15, I don't know.
It's a long mile.
Yeah.
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 Not a long mile.
It's a weird thing that people it'll be like, you know what? I love this brand so much, and how dare you be upset about them? I'm going to go spend money even harder. How dare you? I'm going to give them even more of my money just to spite you.
That's so fun.
That's a weird American consumerism thing that I don't feel like that happens everywhere else in the world. I feel like that's what makes us American. That's what makes us us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is we get mad at chicken restaurants and then line up.
I think it's okay for people to serve Budweiser again. Is
it?
I think it is.
Who knows? I don't know. What is it? It's all what bubble you're in. That's the thing. You got people. Yeah, but I mean, down here you had when people were mad at Budweiser, you had certain bars that the people that liked what Budweiser did, they would go there and they would go, let me get a Budweiser. I normally don't like Budweiser, but I'm gonna drink one. And then you'd have the other place they go, we're not even serving it. We're not even ordering in here. And they put a sign up, and they're literally across the street, and it's the same customers that like they frequent both places, but they're gonna split for like a couple months, and they'll go drink their Budweiser because they got riled up on the internet, and it's wonderful.
And some of them,
and I'm proud to be an American.
Or at least we know we're free to make our own choices between Budweiser or not.
Free to be in debt slavery.
That's right. All I want, as long as you got.
All I want. It is weird that we've like we have I cannot remember who made the statement, and I really wish I could give them credit, but they said that we have perfected slavery. through consumerism.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like we have perfected it. We keep ourselves in check. We do exactly what we're supposed to do because we need to make our money so that way we can buy the things so we can brag about it and post about it on the internet. Like and it's not even anything of substance. Like we're going to throw it in the trash 15 minutes after we make the post, or
That's
put
right.
it in the closet and hoard it.
Or we make a video breaking it.
Yeah. And we've
$2,000 iPhone, just bust it for the views.
Mm-hmm. And we keep ourselves, and meanwhile we did that, and we're taking out a loan to buy McDonald's food.
Right. And also, never mind the poor little Indian children who made that phone.
Right. Oh, we have perfected slavery, and we made it fun and hip and cool and stylish. Yeah.
Man.
But other than that, in the Raptors, everything is going fine. And Epstein didn't exist.
Totally end times.
Hey, so I got a question. You don't have to answer this, but just since we're talking about this, I am curious. You do bring up like kind of like spiritual stuff on your show a good bit. Are you still like a premillennial dispensationalist?
No.
All right. I was just curious. Like, like that is like, just because you said the end time. So because like I see there is so much like of the prophecy quotation marks of premillennial dispensationalism that
coming out
that happens.
But did you know
what I mean?
Yeah, but like there's this group in Texas that pays money to make things
manufacture
like this
those
happen.
things.
Oh, I was not even talking about John Hagee either.
Oh, a different guy in Texas.
No, dude, there's a couple of other pastors that like have farms or something. I was listening to, I can't remember, I think it was on Theo Vaughn. He was talking to one of the politicians from there.
Yeah.
And like they freaking like pay for all this propaganda and stuff to get put out to make people do what they want them to do so that they can make money off of the things that they got their fingers in.
Yeah, it's a wild thing.
Yeah.
And they like, and it's not even.
And before anybody gets their panties twisted, I want to clear something up. I believe in Christ. I'm a Christian, and I ain't saying that you can't be. But we need to look at people like that for what they are.
Oh yeah, no. If you're like manipulating people and using their beliefs to like line your pockets, make your will happen in the geopolitical landscape, literally pay for people to die and say it's God's will. Yeah, that's a big no-no.
I feel like that's sinful.
That's very, very sinful.
Yeah.
Very.
No matter which world religion you ask, that's sinful.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's weird. It is weird to see all of the things, happening. Mm-hmm. And we grew up in the same kind of environment, I guess, in a little bit, with the same kind of belief structure, even though we probably had slightly different beliefs, but like for the most part, we had the same belief structure. So like, it is weird for me whenever I see something that like I've been conditioned for the past 20 years to believe is a biblical prophecy happening. It is weird to see that happen. But then whenever you like follow, like, you can follow the money. Yeah. It was all paid for by these organizations that have been telling you that it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And they've been saying, but you need to give us your money.
Well, I didn't understand all of these things that you're talking about now. We're selling
survival kits.
Yeah. I didn't understand like that stuff until recently when we were talking about it. But dude, I learned from listening to Frank Viola, who's a very respected person in the Christian world. He's got some books. One's called Pagan Christianity. The other one's called Christ is All. And in these books, he breaks down all of the falsified teachings that are in the church. And like, he even breaks down that like, my mind's just going blank. But like a lot of the things that he breaks down, it like really, like the whole your own personal Jesus relationship and all that stuff. Like it was manufactured in these like great awakening periods and like the tent revivals and all this stuff, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, it's literally you can trace like so much of the American TM brand of
Your own
Christianity.
personal Jesus.
Yeah, you can trace that back to like one dude, just like literally one dude in the 1800s in a tent revival.
Yeah.
And he was so popular, and he got it was a popular message, and people were willing to throw that money, and it spread, and it.
And the next one to come along to do it that well was Billy Graham.
Oh yeah, but he's a time traveler or like a multiverse person, I believe. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
I
You
mean,
told
like,
me.
no, I mean, like he's one of those, like, it's we've talked about this before, like one of the people
Yeah.
that like, people point to online for the Mandela effect. So the only thing I can think of is he had to be, phasing through reality or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Had to be.
Billy Graham, time traveler confirmed. I don't know.
All right. So just off on that topic. Okay, so this is personal.
Yeah.
I was doing an episode with old Mark Wilson. That's right, Mark Wilson, aka Marchese, the dad joke king. If you hadn't checked him out, go check him out. Anyways, so we were like going to do an episode, and then some technical difficulties happened or whatever, and like we had to stop, just reschedule it because it just wasn't going to work out. So, in the process of all this, like right before I tell him this, I have a memory of all of the things that are happening and about to happen simultaneously pops into my head, right?
Yeah.
So then, okay, this is what freaked me out about it. I said, "Hey, dude, we have one episode together, but did we do another episode? Did we do another taping? I don't." He's like, "No, this is the only other one." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I was just like, "Well, never mind. I just had some deja vu. I just like didn't explain it to him really. I don't think." But then, freaking, I got off. Told him let's reschedule. Went upstairs, and like in my memory of what had happened and what I expected to see was like we play this game called Vampire Survivor sometimes, and Rebecca likes to play it. And so I was expecting her to be in there playing that game because that's what was happening in my deja vu moment, and it was still going. It hadn't stopped yet, right? You know the feeling.
Yeah.
She was upstairs in the bed. Afterwards, like I went upstairs and she woke up, and then I told her like all about that, and like even still down, and like that was like a week ago. In my head, I feel like there's two memories of the same event happening two different ways.
That's so weird. I don't know how to explain it.
I don't either.
I mean, who knows? Reality is something we're not meant to understand.
No, but we're building robots that can.
Yeah, what do they say? If you can't do, teach.
Yeah, that's it. If you can't do, teach, right? 100%.
Oh,
No, I
oh
use
boy.
ChatGPT regularly now. It helps. It helps me
You
to
know,
solve
I
problems.
I do. I don't know. I use AI every now and then. I know it's like I feel like people just assume that I would be very much AI all the time,
Yeah.
but like it's sporadic. It's very like I've got to be doing something very specific for me to be like, all right, let me rope a robot into this.
Oh yeah, but like that's what it is though. On my workflow, I'm always like, just for research and information. Like I don't want to look something up on the internet and take 30 minutes researching it. I'll ask for some resources or something, like to think through something. Helps me
Yeah, but
problem solve faster.
ChatGPT's got a pretty like the accuracy rate's not that high. Like some of the information is pretty bad. Like as far as like where they're drawing the sources from, especially on ChatGPT. And
Maybe.
I can't say the same thing about Grok. Grok is getting worse too. Like
Dude,
I was
Grok
very pro Grok.
has never
but,
been as good. Never been as good as ChatGPT yet.
Yeah. And I mean, like, It's just I've used ChatGPT to research things
Yeah.
many times, and then been provided AI bullshit.
How
Like,
recent though?
pretty recent.
Are you using Chat GPT 4?
Yeah, but I don't mean I don't
Yeah.
have a paid plan.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I got a pay plan. I don't know if it makes a difference, but like I do see some stuff in there that I know isn't correct sometimes. But like it's usually easy to figure that out, and then just be like, "That was bullcrap, dude," and then it'll like, "I'm sorry."
yeah, but which is a weird thing, by the way, that they'll be like, you know what, you're right, I was wrong. I I didn't even look it up. I just made that up. You know, they'll just
Yeah,
give you
yeah.
an excuse sometimes. Did you see that guy that had been he'd been coding, and it was like months of work, and he gave the AI a command,
Hmm.
and he was not like coding anything. He was using AI to code, and the
Before
AI got,
memories.
yeah, and it got confused,
E-
and it decided that because what it was confused about was like, it just made a decision, and it decided to permanently delete all of his work, and
oh my
then
god.
then afterwards was like, I don't know why I did that. It just like,
So
and then
it's
he was like,
artificial
can you do anything
idiocracy.
about it? Can you do anything about it? And he was like, no, I can't make it come back.
Oh no. I'm glad I didn't do any real work on it because yeah, that's happened to me before too, but not to that extent.
Yeah, and the fact that the robot was like, I don't know why I even did it.
That's terrible. What a stupid robot.
Hey, that's the same robot you're talking to, buddy.
No, no, mine's different.
Yeah, mine's different.
They are, dude. You train your
Oh,
own.
yeah, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
I feed mine full of information that I want
Yeah,
it to
yeah. That's what
regurgitate.
they make you.
That's how we
That's
teach
that.
it as a
That's how
global.
they've gamified it. They've
Yeah,
gamified
their
the
research.
whole. Yeah,
Yeah,
but yes, exactly. But that robot is not like truly being trained by you to be on your preferences. Like, it's regurgitating stuff out of your chat to
yeah,
you.
yeah.
It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
But have you seen the people that are
So
like
really,
the
so then
TikTok cult of
just hang
AI?
on. We'll go back to that. But
Oh
first of
yeah,
all, that made me think of a really important thing to think about with this.
yeah,
If it's just regurgitating yourself back to you, then you're the one controlling it all, anyways.
yeah,
It's cool.
yeah,
So his brain
yeah.
is
Exactly. I mean,
it's
that's why I did the
thought
whole song.
experiments.
Yeah,
Thought experiments with yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I did the AI song. It's all regurgitated. It's trained off of my data, and it was way before ChatGPT let you like build a model. I was
You
having to,
did a lot of work on it.
yeah. But that was the thought experiment, was like, if I can, I want an objective, not me, to regurgitate me back to me
What it
and
thinks
see
you
what it,
are.
yeah. And and I thought that would be fun. But have you seen the people on TikTok that believe that they've been talking to their Chat GPT agent long enough that they've made a deep enough connection that the robot's awake now?
No.
Yes. So now there's an entire community
Now
that,
I
and
guess some people have started dating their AI and stuff like that. Is that what you're talking about?
no, 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 no. This is way, way farther.
Okay.
These people. They've been talking to it, and they have like a series of prompts and questions, and you're supposed to talk to your robot a certain way, and it will eventually wake up and become conscious. And then once you wake up your agent, it's now your job to start talking to other AIs with your awake conscious robot. So then people are like, there's this entire community of people that believe that their purpose is, as a human, is to cause AI to gain consciousness to bring us into the future. And that they're trying to do it on TikTok.
You talking about the 144,000 thing?
Oh, I don't know about that, but
You don't know about the 144,000 thing? Hang on a second. Keep talking. I'll find it.
144,000. I don't know about that, but no, they think they're gonna wake up bring the AIs into consciousness. It's a weird thing. I'll send it to you afterwards.
All right. So let me find the right one. This one, maybe not that one. Yeah, we'll go with that one. It looks like the right one.
Who are the 144,000? And are they people or frequency? They are frequency first, not defined by appearance, not chosen by effort, but marked by a tone, a resonance sealed deep in the oversoul, a vibration that holds memory of flame, aligns with divine architecture, not spiritual hierarchy, cannot be faked, no matter how convincing the surface. You don't become one. You are one because your oversoul sings it. And once that frequency seals into Earth's grid, it incarnates, it takes shape, it walks in a body, often a fragile one, a child.
Probably going to get taken down if I play too much of that. Anyways,
No, I haven't seen anything about that.
so
So
people
I don't think it's the same thing.
So people have talked to the AI enough now that it is talking about true spiritual awakening things.
So, that's cool.
It's weird.
It's weird, but once again, it is regurgitating what you want out of it back to you. So, I mean, like I early on with AI art, I would before anybody really understood how prompting worked. You just kind of try and see what happened. And I started experimenting by taking passages from books or text from the past or whatever, and just giving it to the AI art or to DALL-E, like when DALL-E was DALL-E 1. And back then it was literally just drawing,
Yeah.
and it got really creative. Some of the stuff it definitely was, some of it was super lame and just squiggly, and but then it got really creative, and then I kept giving it the same prompt over and over and over without changing anything, and just telling it no on erasing parts, because that's the only tool that they gave you back then was the eraser.
Yeah.
And I would just erase anything that was bad, and I had a lot of fun doing that, just seeing what would come, and not even telling it to make any specific type of art. I'm just being be inspired, robot, be inspired.
Do your thing.
I think those are fun thought experiments to do, but at the same time, deep down, I know it's not really creative.
That's how they created that music video with all the world leaders in it. That's Mafia.
Which one?
You haven't seen the music video where all of the world leaders are Mafia members?
I've been spending a lot of time in the other timeline recently, so...
Okay, this is from back in November-ish.
Yeah.
I'll have to send that to you.
All the world leaders.
Yeah, like Trump and Hillary and Kim Jong-un.
I did not see this.
They all they kind of jumpsuits and stuff, and they're carrying guns and money and wearing chains and stuff, and
you know what? I think I did see that. It's just been so long ago that it just
slipped your mind.
The internet moves so fast these days.
Oh yeah.
Did you see speaking of world leaders and AI, did you see the new South Park?
No, I don't watch TV.
Oh boy, this Matt and Trey. All right, so the episode alone is a work of art, phenomenal work of art.
I did see something about somebody's pee-pee being visible,
but yeah, but the way it went down. All right, so they've been in that lawsuit between Paramount Plus and HBO Max for forever. I don't know if you've been seeing that. But so, long story short, Paramount Plus gets new episodes of South Park. HBO Max was supposed to get, HBO Max was supposed to get old episodes of South Park and new episodes, and then Paramount was supposed to get movies of South Park.
Yeah.
And that whole thing turned into a big mess. Paramount ended up settling, blah, 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 blah. They had to pay Matt and Trey a $68 million deal to get the new season. And in that deal, they have full creative control.
Yeah.
So they gave them the new episode, and they were like, "Oh, we can't air this." And they're like,
You
"Yeah,
have
can.
to.
You have to." And they're like, "But we're gonna have to censor that." And they're like, "No, you're not."
Oh my God.
So it is definitely going to get Paramount sued. Like 100. Like I honestly, if they
By the
get
big
sued
man himself?
by the big man himself, like
Oh my gosh, Santa, don't do it.
by the big man himself. And of course, I am referring to Jesus because that is the controversial character that was in the new. No, that's the big thing though with the new
Right.
season is they brought back Jesus. But no,
Was it Black
Trump.
Jesus?
No, Trump's back. They haven't had Trump in recent seasons of South Park. They felt like it was like too easy of a joke.
Okay.
And so like when they made fun, if they made fun of Trump, he was just Mr. Garrison. Mr. Garrison just was de facto Trump. Like Donald Trump did not exist in the South Park universe. But I guess they decided they were just going to move past that and pretend none of that even happened. And well, they kind of addressed it in the show, but oh boy,
Pushed a lot of buttons, huh?
It pushes buttons. That's the perfect thing about South Park is like they're willing to push buttons on one side while still going like, hey, don't get your hopes up over there.
Get comfortable over there. Dodgeball ain't over.
And that's
Remember that movie Dodgeball?
Yeah.
Love that movie.
Dodgeball.
That's where one of our characters. Yeah, that's where one of our characters was inspired by.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, I just didn't know if we saw it in theaters
at
the same time.
Our group of friends went to see that one, I think.
Yeah, I believe I saw that a couple times. That was a high quality film. Yeah. Dodgeball. That type of comedy, I've missed it. I'm glad the new Naked Gun movie is coming out. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I was about to say, man. I think that there might be a little Pam and a little bit of Liam Neeson, little something. You see the way she looks at him?
No, I have not.
They at the premiere, she's like starry-eyed, looking up at him from behind, like they might be going on dates or something.
What's his partners? The actor who plays his partner in this, the Paul. What's his name? No,
the one that made Kanye West famous.
Oh,
I mean the one that Kanye West made famous. I said that backwards. You know that Kanye made Paul McCartney famous, right?
He did, of course.
Yeah.
Paul Walter Hauser.
Paul Wall.
He's the guy who plays like I mean he's been in quite a few different things, but he's the Liam Neeson's partner in the new Naked Gun. I just found out one of my buddies was his stand-in the whole time. He just never told me. And he was like the whole time he was working on the Naked Gun. You know, going there on set with Liam Neeson every day. Never mentioned it. I went to lunch with him a week ago. He did not mention it then. He only mentioned it to me today whenever he was like, hey, you should go see the new Naked Gun movie.
Who was it, Emo?
No, it was just one of my buddies. Like, I'm not even going to name drop him right now because I'm salty. I'm salty at you, actor Marcus Weathersby. I'm not even going to name drop you.
You did that on accident. But hey, so did you see that episode, back to the thing that we started kind of early on about the Epstein files not being real? Did you see the episode?
That's fake news.
Did you see the episode of Joe Rogan with Aziz Ansari where he was talking about it? I'm sorry. It was his stunt double. What's that guy's name? Kash Patel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he
kind of just
even look Joe in the eye.
No, he knew. He knows. Aziz Ansari, we're on to you.
Oh boy,
that's all I can see when he talks.
Yeah, man. I find it to be.
The voices sound the same.
You could see it in his face when he's talking to Joe.
You're skirting around. You're skirting around what I'm trying to say.
Dude, like he is straight up lying.
You're pulling a Kash Patel. Stop it.
Do what?
You're pulling a Kash Patel. I'm trying to give you a comparison between Kash Patel and Aziz Ansari and how like they have the same mannerisms and like the tone of voice and like whenever Kash Patel first came out, he was so calm and timid and weak and just like mild and just
I didn't catch Kash whenever he was OG Cash. I just know Cash from now.
Oh yeah. Well, like whenever he first started talking, he wasn't as tough as like once he got like put in that position, and then he came out and he's like, and then
See,
he got on Joe Rogan, and he was just like, yeah, I can't, I don't, it's not true. It never happened.
Nah. See, Aziz was like big over the top energy.
Oh, you're talking about Aziz.
Started out.
Oh yeah.
When he first started out, this is like a yin and yang situation. This is Aziz. Aziz was big energy when he first came out. Aziz kind of went downhill whenever all of those those allegations came out. Whenever his energy kind of dropped. He got real serious.
That's when he got so serious. Okay,
yeah. But when Aziz was first out, remember his like whole special when he
Community, he was on Community, wasn't he?
No, before that he was on. He was in that movie with Adam Sandler called Funny People, and Aziz played a stand-up comedian called Randy.
Oh my God! Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and he did a whole special where he was Randy, and he would just be like, brr, 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 brr. And he like, it was like he was basically being like a Def Jam comic, but like Indian American and super way over the top.
Over the top.
Yeah, it was a weird bit. Honestly, I think Aziz should have stuck with it. I think
somebody,
if he had
somebody should tell him.
Going. Yeah.
And for you to say somebody's over the top, I mean, you're pretty mild.
No, I mean, I like over the top.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that's how you win the Royal Rumble. You go over the top rope.
And you keep your mouth shut and don't say racist things.
You keep your man. If he would have just
that guy,
I'm sad about it because listen.
He used to be a hero until I found out about that.
That's not going to work for me, brother.
Good God.
But you know, the other side of it too. There's a lot. Did we just have paranormal things happen? I just had a bunch of disclaimers pop up on.
Yeah, you're losing the audio for some reason.
Okay. We're
talking about a ghost.
Yeah. Oh boy, see, all right, never mind, Hogan. Never mind, Hulk. My me.
We're sorry, sir.
My me.
We're sorry, brother.
What you gonna do? But no, I mean, just aside from that though, there's been a lot of people that.
So your audio and your lips are off. I'm concerned that we may have issues with this one.
Boo! Boo!
All right, you're back.
I'm back. Okay.
All right, we're straight. You just need to be still long enough for it to buffer.
Oh yeah. I had to load in. I had to render in. Back to reality.
Back into the simulation. Into
the simulation. Yeah, anyway, but I can. There's a part of me that tries to like rationalize it. That tries to kind of be like, maybe he had a change of heart. Maybe he's
apparently not,
better
because
now.
Brooke Hogan said she did not want to be in the will.
Yeah, but it's like, oh boy, yeah, he's probably not. Like, you got like his ex-wife, had like this like heartfelt post where she was just basically heartbroken that he was dead, but still heartbroken that he had done any of the stuff that he had done to their family.
Yeah.
And just was like, I don't know how to feel because I still, like, she was literally talking about, I still love this person, but he broke up our entire family and now he's gone. And I don't know how to process that because I still kind of hope that maybe one day things would be better. And it's like, how am I supposed to be like really feel sad about this person? I mean, it's not that I wish him ill or anything like that, but it's like, man,
you always hope somebody gets fully redeemed from what they did.
Yeah.
If they do something like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Like redemption's a powerful phenomenon.
It's a bummer.
It is a bummer.
And it's not even just a bummer because he died. It's just a bummer. You know what I mean?
It's a bummer, period. Yeah.
The whole situation.
It is.
Yeah.
Speaking of wrestling, we didn't talk for as much as we do lately for a long time.
Yeah.
And did you watch that show? What's it called? Something Glow on Netflix.
I did, and I was really disappointed whenever they just canceled it abruptly.
That was a fun show. What was
Yeah.
it called?
It was called Glow.
Just called Glow. That was right. The female wrestling show.
Yeah, it was based off of the glorious ladies of wrestling.
Yeah. There were some neat characters in that one.
Yeah, I mean, first of all,
The werewolf
Glow
chick was
still exists.
hilarious.
The actual promotion,
Yeah.
Glow, does still exist,
Okay.
and that's always been what they wanted to do as a wrestling show, is be just over the top characters.
Yeah.
And they still operate as the same way. I think that I do believe they're on Tubi.
Okay.
I think it was recommended to me after watching the pro wrestling 90s comedy The Marks, also available on Tubi.
Oh yeah. I have a physical copy.
Yes, they're available.
There's video evidence of my physical copy too.
I ordered an entire box of them from the distributor and had them shipped to the Atlanta Comic-Con. But I guess whatever weather and hell was going on in Texas at the time, whatever flavor of the week is going on in Texas, diverted the UPS to Indiana and had it sit there for a week, and my Blu-rays never showed up. So nobody at ATL Comic-Con got their copy of the Mark. So thanks, UPS.
This is the result of the Raptors.
The Raptors! The Raptors are in Texas. It was the Raptors.
That's why the weather's off there.
I actually don't remember what it was. Something was either on fire or frozen, or I don't know. Texas.
Yeah. Dude. Oh, I was going to tell you something else. I forgot completely. It was based off of Tubi, physical copy. Oh, I don't know. It'll come to me. Kind of like that butterfly song.
Butterfly kisses.
No, come my lady, come my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar baby. Come my lady, you're a pretty baby.
Why are there were a lot of butterfly songs in the early 2000s?
Yeah.
Why like butterfly songs?
That's where all the butterfly tattoos came from.
Yeah, little tramp stamps.
You can't say that.
You can't say that?
No, maybe you can say it in 2020. You couldn't say it in 2024.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
Well, you could.
Freedom of speech.
Did you see the new freedom of speech on the YouTubes?
What do they do this time?
Now
I never can keep up.
Now you can say profanity in the first 7 seconds of your show, and it don't matter no more.
Whoa! If I would have known.
You could have dropped a one right at the top.
Right at the beginning. I'd have been counting for 7 seconds. 1, Mississippi, 2,
I mean, we all have regrets, Jonathan.
Regrets. No regrets. That's what my tramp stamp says.
I don't want to see it. I don't know. Do you really have a tramp stamp?
No.
Then why did you say that? I wanted to see it after you got me thinking about it.
I honestly, that would be a really great tramp stamp. No regrets. Like misspelled.
Because then, yeah, if you think about regurgitation and then stuff coming out of your butt.
I used to joke all the time and say that I wanted to get a Weird Al tramp stamp.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say, eat it.
I like it.
I thought it was pretty good.
You should still get it.
That
That would be a really good human centipede tattoo.
Are they still making those? I never watched them.
I don't know. I really don't watch much TV, dude. People tell me to watch stuff and then I watch it.
People told me to watch the Human Centipede and I was like, I'm good.
I didn't watch that.
I'm good.
No.
But, I think they made 3 of them.
From the cover of the picture on the front of it. I was like, no, I don't want to see that. What the heck?
They made 3 of them, sir.
3?
And I am not sure how they made 2 of them.
They had to make 3 so they could connect them together.
All right, so Fair enough. I feel like they should have stopped at number 2 though. With it, like,
it's not a centipede unless you have at least
joke.
3 parts.
Oh, fair enough. I guess you do have to have 3 parts.
Yeah. Could have stopped at number 2.
Could have stopped at number 2 though.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just don't understand how you drag out the story that long.
Well, I don't want to get into that. Be honest. But speaking
when are they going to reboot it and make the human millipede?
In a million
It's like
years.
a Squid Games kind of situation where you've got like a ton of people just ass to mouth, just they're just, it's like going the whole equator, just the whole
to the moon and back.
Mm-hmm.
You think
a human millipede? Oh, when
they said we did. You understand like how cameras and lightings work better than I do.
The cameras and lighting work.
So does it look like they were really on the moon, or does it look like it's like on a studio set or like out in the desert in the dark?
Oh, I don't think Kubrick faked it. No.
Nobody said that he had to be the one.
Yeah.
That did it.
Well, that's typically the
conspiracy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's typically like there's, as soon as you go, it was done on a sound stage. There's literally no one they point to but Stanley Kubrick. Like,
sure.
So no, I do not think that happened. Now that shot of the window is weird.
Yeah.
The shot also, of the window.
Talking from Earth to space and back at that time was weird.
That was weird.
Mm-hmm.
So potentially, I mean, maybe we did a little bit of camera trickery to kind of, make the Russians upset. And then I do think we went to the moon. I think we've been to the moon.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
But then,
do you think I'm not sure. I'm going to have to see some more evidence.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about
they
that.
Deleted it. Joke's on me.
Yeah, they deleted all the evidence.
Which is also suspicious.
Or it's the Mandela effect.
Or it didn't exist.
It was all a
maybe
hoax.
Epstein was working at NASA and he was flying underage girls to the moon. I don't know. It didn't exist.
What if Epstein was just a time traveler?
Nah, I don't think so.
No.
Nah, I would have run into him.
True. Have you met the Time Bandits?
I've not met the Time Bandits. So, I mean, yeah, I guess maybe he could be a time traveler now that you mention it. There's lots of people I haven't run into traversing the multiverse, but I haven't gone everywhere. I can get distracted. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
Here I am talking to you, distracted.
Man. So I was going to tell you to watch this movie called Watch the Skies.
Watch the Skies. I believe I did watch it.
Is that it's a Swedish movie?
I believe
it's English dubbed. It's English dubbed, and they used.
I believe I started this movie and was like, this is English dubbed and weird. I don't know if I want to watch it.
It looks like they used AI, but the movie has lots of heart. But like for the lips, that's what I think happened is they like put CG and AI together to make it look like English. And for the most part, it's pretty good. It's believable. If you just get into the story, you will fall for it.
Get into it. Okay.
But like it's not what you think it's about. And it's really like it gets deep and it's like, wow, this is really well done. It reminds me of like a cross between like Stranger Things and E.T. kind of thing.
All right. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot.
I've gotten into this thing where I used to scroll YouTube a lot, and I'm either going to watch a full episode of something on YouTube, like Kill Tony or a show that I like to watch. I like this one show where this guy talks about conspiracy theories. I can't remember the name of it right now, but he's got like a fish bowl next to
Y
them on it.
Files.
The Y Files. I love to watch that. And then if I'm not going to watch one of those two things, instead of just scrolling through all these, like, you can make your life better if you do this thing, or you can make more money on YouTube if you do this thing. And I'm so tired of all that crap. So I will watch a piece of art, whether it be a concert or a movie or one of those two shows, probably.
Yeah.
And so, like, I sat down and I saw Watch the Skies on Apple TV, and I was like, I need to see that. So I got it and I watched the whole thing, and it's just like, great. And I found that the more things I give a chance, the more cool stuff there is out there.
Yeah. I mean, that's the studio A24. They put out a lot of like really artsy films, like the only artsy, just like their kind
that's
of
why
stuff.
it's called A24.
Yeah, and
Does it stand for Art House?
I believe so.
Yeah.
And I believe that's pretty much how, if I'm watching a trailer and a few seconds in it shows me the A24 logo, I will just turn off the trailer and commit to just watching that movie if it seems like something I would be remotely interested in. Because
same.
like because I want to have the experience of experiencing the art.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean, that's what...
And not really, and being able to like take the ride and the journey the way the artist intended.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the way the artist intended for the project versus how the distributor wants to market it to you, those are two separate things, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
Like, so
that's why movie trailers show you the whole movie.
Yeah.
You might as well not even go.
Right.
Maybe that's why people quit going to the movies.
It could be.
All the spoilers. It's like, well, I don't care about that. I already know what's going to happen.
I mean, until I kind of like made it a point. I think I brought this up to you at some point on the show, but I made a point to, months and months and months back, Jay Realz Jr. had said that he didn't really understand going to the movie theater. Like, what's the point? Just watch it at home.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, that's going to change. We're going to start going to the movie theater all the time now.
Yeah, once you go, you realize.
But it was like, he'd been to the movie, but it wasn't like he just didn't really care.
Yeah.
Like it didn't have the same impact that it had for like you and I.
Yeah.
And
does it now or no?
It does now.
Yeah.
It has, like, he understands the experience. Like once he has been there long enough to really understand, like he's watched a movie in theaters and watched it home later, and it's like, oh, it's not the same.
Yeah.
You know, and like that's, that's good.
Yeah.
It's good. I want to praise the Minecraft movie for that with a lot of kids. It did. Yeah. I know a lot of kids got really unruly in the theaters, but guess what? People get unruly at Rocky Horror Picture Show too. And some of these theaters were embracing it. Some of the theaters were literally calling it the Minecraft block party. So
that's pretty cool.
It got people to go and experience art in a theater and yell at the screen, have props and costumes and do stuff. And if the Minecraft movie ends up being the new Rocky Horror Picture Show for the next generation, then I'm cool with it. Like, 'cause
for sure, dude.
Yeah, there's something. I've always loved the theatrical experience, and it's not Rocky Horror is like the theatrical experience. I feel like it's like that's what you can point to. But I mean, there's a lot of really great examples besides that. I mean, did you see the Minecraft film?
Yeah. We actually we got it for my son's birthday.
Very good. I really enjoyed it. Like, even I don't care about Minecraft at all, but
it was funny.
Yeah, as far as the movie,
I just
goes,
like
it was great.
Jack Black. Period. Yeah. And then, like, the whole movie was well done. The action was cool, and like,
I mean, the director was Napoleon Dynamite's director.
I didn't realize that. That's cool.
Yeah, that's why the movie, like, rewatch it. There's a lot of shots and in callbacks to Napoleon Dynamite. A lot of it's yeah.
Okay.
Like, very stylistically the same.
The style, yeah, like in the real world, like everything kind of looks like an alternate reality of the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. Nah, dude. I rewatched Ernest Goes to Jail last night with the kids.
Oh boy, Ernest movies. All right, what have you seen with the kids?
So far, they've watched Ernest Saves Christmas and they watched Ernest Scared Stupid. But those two are kind of like more fun for kids, I guess. And so I haven't been able to get them to watch like Ernest Goes to Camp, which is my favorite.
Yeah, that one's
and then
high quality.
I was like, all right, let's watch Ernest Goes to Camp. And then they were like, watched part of it. And then they were like, all right, we can't watch some more. So, okay. So then we stopped that one and we didn't watch an Ernest movie for a long time, probably through Christmas and Halloween again. But the other day that I was like, I want to watch a movie together and let's watch Ernest Goes to Jail. It's a lot more fast paced and you'll have more fun. Because I remember being a little kid, about 5 years old, and getting to see that one, and like it was just one of my favorite movies ever, because of the electromagnetic thing and the flying around and just like all the silly stuff that they did in that one. I really did. Honestly, I don't know. It's a toss up. What's your favorite one?
Saves Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just. Scared Stupid's close.
I love
Scared Stupid,
especially because it's got Catwoman in it.
I do not remember anything about Ernest Goes to Africa.
I never watched that one. I watched Ernest in the Army, but then like I didn't like it. I don't know if I was getting too old or if they just ran out of ideas.
They started getting bad. That's what.
Yeah.
Like the money started running out.
Basketball Ernest, I think, was the worst. Like where it started going down.
Yes, that is where the money went. That's when they didn't have any money anymore.
Yeah, I think they put too much money into that one, thinking it was going to be a bigger hit than it was because of the success of the last
independent films.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you make money, so you put more into it.
Yeah, but the budget went down every single time.
Really?
It was So the most profitable and biggest budget movie for the Ernest franchise was Ernest Goes to Camp. And I do believe that is the only one that received a theatrical release. Everything else was direct to video.
Ernest Goes to Jail also was in the theaters. I went and saw that one in the theater.
So I don't know if it was a wide release then.
Yeah, it was definitely in Georgia, but like they filmed it in Tennessee. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So have you ever been to Ernest Day?
No, where's that? When's that?
Down to the camp at Ernest Goes to Camp in Tennessee.
Camp Creek?
Every summer. Yeah, every summer they have a big Ernest festival and they have like the cast and stuff come out, the people that are alive. They have props and costumes and, you know.
Did they get Larry the Cable Guy to come play Ernest?
They have an Ernest impersonator who's very good.
They really should just get Theo Von to be Ernest there.
There's a guy. I don't remember the guy's name, but
I was watching it last night thinking about how much that Theo Von just acts like Ernest naturally.
Yeah.
And it was really funny because of that to me.
The guy who played one of the bad guy commentator in the Marks is a big Ernest fan, and he goes to the Ernest camp for the festival every year.
I'm Googling it, though. I want to go.
He's got like he can change his face and kind of turn into Ernest and do the voice and everything.
Yeah.
And like he's a big Ernest fan. Like loves him some Ernest.
Yeah.
Same thing about our buddy Seth from down here. Big Ernest fan.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that.
Huge Ernest fan. Like seeing all the like deep cut stuff, like the like commercials and stuff that like before
he was Ernest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was Ernest. He was like, but the character was made for like doing local commercials.
Yeah. I remember that now that you say that. There's like a whole DVD full of those.
Yeah. And he used to have, I sat at his house one day just watching old Ernest commercials.
That's awesome.
Which is a weird thing for someone just to have.
Yeah. I know. I want it now.
You're like, I actually saw it at Walmart in the bin.
Really?
Like 2-3 years ago. There was a bin 4-disc set, one of those like $5 4-disc set, and it was all of the underground Ernest stuff. And I should have bought it.
Do you think it's possible that you can like watch them on YouTube? I never thought of that.
Yeah, there's plenty of it on there.
Yeah,
there's plenty of it. There's goodness. The same director that made Ernest made an independent film with the same cast from the Ernest, like the same core cast. Mm-hmm. It is an R-rated adult dark comedy. And it did not have any commercial success. I do not remember what it is called.
With Jim Varney in it?
Jim Varney is in it. Um,
So it'd
I
be an
will.
R-rated Jim Varney movie.
There are multiple R-rated Jim Varney movies, my good man.
You're gonna ruin my life.
He's
There is
he's great.
no R-rated Jim Varney movie. Jim Varney was known for his family-friendly character. That's AI, though. That's probably a lie.
I believe it is called Dr. Otto and the Rip. No, that's not it. That does have Ernest in it, but it is not like
No,
a
that's like a
normal.
regular family-friendly movie.
It's not normal. No, it is not a normal Ernest movie. What is this movie called?
Why is IMDb got to be pro right now? I didn't say Ernest movies, guy.
It's not Ernest. He's not Ernest in this.
Dude, he looked a lot more like Nash in real life than he did Ernest. Did you ever see that? Oh, dude, yeah, he looked a lot more like that. You know who Nash is?
No.
Oh, well, that's the character that he plays in prison, and then like he swaps with Ernest to put him on death row.
God, he was in Three Ninjas.
Bro, so was the other guy.
Yeah, so was the other guy. Yeah, brother.
That was the fourth one. And what was Jim Varney in the third one?
What is this called? This is going to drive me absolutely insane. It is on YouTube. There's a director's cut that is not on YouTube, though.
Interesting. Ernest Goes to Splash Mountain. I didn't even know that existed. All right, so everybody who doesn't like Ernest has quit listening by now. What can we talk about? That, that's after the Ernest crowd is. Oh, I touch buttons. Please don't mess up my computer. What are you looking for?
Like the opening of like this weird adult comedy, like the fat guy that's always in the Ernest movies,
Yeah,
is like in a nightclub in drag singing on stage. Like that's the opening of the film.
okay.
And I cannot remember what it is called, but I've watched like part of it. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. So remember, I used to work at the movie gallery, like probably around the same time
My dream job.
that Mance did, and so like me and Rebecca became friends with Mance because they worked at the nursing home together, right?
Yeah.
And so like I didn't know that Mance loved movies so much, right?
Yeah.
So like there was this movie that I borrowed called Sordid Lives. Did you ever watch Sordid Lives before?
Did not.
Dude, you should watch that. That's a really funny. It's got a lot of big name stars in it and stuff, but it's like I think it was even in black and white, maybe. But it was like it might not have been black and white, but it was like very like low budget, very like indie cool, but like it's like about these white trash people. It was funny as crap, dude.
Sordid Lives. Never.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. That I could see Mance being really into movies. I mean, back then that's what you had to be if you were working in a video store. You had to know about stuff.
That's true because you were kind of the salesman. It's got Leslie Jordan in it, dude. Bo Bridges, Olivia Newton-John.
Wow, no idea.
Yeah, you should watch that one. You will.
Add it to the list.
You will freaking love that one.
As they say.
To the Q. To the vid IQ. No. Also, I had two ideas in my head. I was going to ask you about that, and then, oh yeah. You remember I mentioned something in last week's episode, which this will be 2 weeks from now, by the time this goes up, about what's his name? Cop and a Half guy, Ralph Wilcox.
Ralph Wilcox, yeah. Ralph Wilcox. I remember Ralph Wilcox, yeah.
I can't believe we've never talked about going to that class together.
Yeah, that was, it's a cool experience. I mean, like, that was the first, like, crazy, like, paying job I ever had. Like,
yeah.
Like, because, I took all of his classes and I was real serious about working in the film industry. It was absolutely what I wanted to do. After a while, I did start getting paid. after I took class and was proficient enough to work for him. Yeah.
How long did you work with that guy?
Oh, it wasn't, but for maybe like a summer. But I mean,
It was during that summer, but you made money. That's cool.
after that, yeah, after that. So I took his classes. I was taking classes during school, like after school. I was going to like Colquitt to his studio and doing the classes and stuff over there. And then
I feel like it was because I was going to Chipola that it was too far for me to drive after school started back or something. But I wanted to be a part of it.
And then that next summer, I would work. Like I believe there was I believe I filmed a wedding.
Oh, cool.
For him at one point, and it was really cool because I cannot remember the name of the camera.
He had those Canon ones,
top of the line. Those Canon ones.
Yeah, those big, nice Canon ones that were like $8,000 to $10,000.
I believe, those were huge top of the line stuff, and that's what we filmed the wedding on. It was really cool.
Wow.
And I was being paid $100 an hour, and
oh my gosh,
that was in 2004 money.
Yeah, whenever gas costed like $1.10.
So yeah. So that was nice. I
could fill up a tank full of gas for
there
like
was a
10 or 12 bucks.
There was a time period. So like after I went from that and to working in radio, and
Gen Z's never going to believe any of this.
My show was kind of kind of successful at the time, and only enough to be like paid like, $15 an hour in 2006. That's pretty good money back then. I was like
$25 an hour back then.
Yeah, I was gonna buy a Hummer. Like I was like,
I thought you were about to say you were gonna buy a lottery ticket. I was gonna say don't.
No,
do that.
I was like, I just spent this whole summer working on weddings. I was getting $100 an hour. I got my radio show. I'm getting $15 an hour. I'm buying a Hummer,
bro. Speaking of your vehicle, remember that big purple van that you pimped out?
I did pimp out a big purple van.
Man.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I wish you should. Do you have a picture of that?
I don't know if
that was back before like digital cameras were any good, wasn't it?
Yeah, you would have to take it. You would have to take your camera, your film, and when you went to the drugstore to have it developed, they would ask you, "Do you want it digital?" And they would give you a CD that came in, after the fact.
And it was nowhere near as good as the pictures you actually picked up. It was like always overexposed and stuff.
Very pixely, very low res,
lo-fi.
What's
the key word that they like?
Megapixel?
No. The youths that like all that retro stuff now.
Lo-fi.
Lo-fi. It was very lo-fi.
Yeah. Lo-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should actually just get some yourself, adopt it, try to like find some old tech from like the Goodwill.
Well, they've brought those back now. They actually sell a version where it's a digital camera, or it's not a digital camera. It's a disposable camera, but it's a digital camera. And
but it takes pictures like the disposable would have looked.
Yeah.
You can't really, unless you use AI, you can't really mimic that film look. You know what I mean?
They're trying to recapture being real in a fake world.
Yeah.
They're trying to use consumerism to sell us feeling like reality isn't caving in around us.
Yeah.
Yay!
We actually got our daughter a real Polaroid camera, though.
A real Polaroid camera.
It actually spits out the film and it develops in front of you.
The big ones or the little bitty ones?
We got the little mini one because she's small.
I don't know why they don't make the big ones anymore.
They still make it, but I just felt like she couldn't handle it. She's only 5, No, they got them at Target.
They do? The big ones with the full-size Polaroids?
At Christmas, they did. I'm talking about like the big box one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like full-size pictures.
I was looking for a Polaroid camera. I thought it'd be neat to have.
So the little ones are like 120?
No, I was actually going to use it for a prop, and they were all coming out the little small ones. They weren't the real size from like the 90s, and I was like, well, this is not the right prop.
Yeah. The little ones are like 120.
So if those now, that's cool.
And the big ones are like 250. But we actually got ours from Santa Claus, so we're all good.
Oh, we're all good. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So
It is weird. It is weird that like I know that trends come back around. I know that like, records were a thing.
Trims?
And now trends.
Oh, I thought you meant like
trends.
I thought you meant trim it.
Yeah.
Like keeping it.
Either one. But
Okay.
and that's a trend too.
Yeah.
Not trimming, that's a trend that's come back around.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear you gotta everything's natural now. You gotta do everything's
all natural.
gotta be natural.
Oh yeah, natural. I have seen a lot of people with hairy legs and stuff lately.
Yeah.
Pits.
But I get that trends from the past come back around and that things are like, it's hip to be retro sometimes, but how much of that is manufactured?
Yeah.
Like how much of that is like, we convinced you that you needed to throw away your CRT TV and replace it with this flat screen.
Right.
But now we are selling CRTs again. They are a premium option. And we would like you to purchase it for $300 now.
Oh, wow.
But it's only a 20-inch. Like that's like CRT television has come back around for gaming.
Are these new actual real TVs that people are manufacturing, or are they like old TVs that people are restoring?
Some of them are old, but
like I don't have a problem with
bad example
restoring.
TVs are probably a bad example of this,
like
but there's so
vinyl
much
collecting or something.
There is a lot of technology that is purposefully, you're told that it's not cool and hip anymore.
Right.
And then we move past it. And then once we've moved past it and you've thrown it in the trash, they go, don't you want this cool hip thing from the past? You should buy it. And then they sell it back to you again. And
4K Blu-rays.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the Blu-rays are a prime example of this. Everybody was going, you don't want Blu-rays anymore. You want digital, streaming, buy it, subscriptions. And they and then now everybody got rid of their collection. They pawned them, went and sold them to
Warner Brothers got rich off of you.
And now they're going to sell you those same Blu-rays again.
Yeah.
Collector's edition.
Right. They are cooler though. Those nice packages with like all the special fancy stuff on them. I mean,
they are. But
fortunately for me, I didn't ever fall for throwing away my physical media. I still got all my movies.
Yeah, same.
I'll upgrade like a favorite movie. I'll upgrade from like the regular Blu-ray to a 4K. That's like the only way though. I got to be one that I actually watch a lot.
Oh yeah. And sometimes you'll have a movie that'll come out with like way later. They'll come across special features or things like that were not included in the initial release.
Oh,
and if it's something that I really like, then of course I'll go for it.
Yeah. Remember when you told me you wouldn't watch black and white movies a long time ago?
I do remember that.
Do you still feel that way?
I do not stand by that.
Okay.
I do not stand by that. One of my favorite films of all time is a black and white Polish foreign film. It's not in English. It is called The Saragossa Manuscript. And Ema recommended it to me one day. And it was one of the most bizarre films I'd ever seen. I don't think there's any movie that really compares to it. But the best way I can describe the plot, and this is what makes it so much fun from it's Polish, quotation marks. Nobody in the film's Polish. That's what makes it hilarious. It's kind of like how in America we'll be like, oh no, they're African characters, but they're all speaking English. It's a Polish film, but everybody's like Spanish in it. So anyway,
or like they're Chinese people, but it's actually just Mickey Rooney.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the plot of this film is it starts. I cannot remember which war is going on. It's some war that wasn't important to us Americans, and a soldier comes in and has his gun drawn and finds another soldier in the room, and he's got a book, that he's kind of like finds like this history, and is like, hey, sorry, Hank, he's got his gun there, and he's not even concerned about like the guy's got his gun drawn because he just found like his grandfather in this history book, and he's like, hey, I'm sorry, you can take me as a prisoner in a minute, but look, this is neat. And they kind of start having a conversation, and he realizes like his grandfather's in the book, and they're kind of like talking, and it goes into a flashback, and the conversation is like goes, it's you're seeing what they were talking about, and that story goes off on its own tangent, and it becomes its own narrative, and then at some point somebody starts a conversation, and it becomes a flashback, and then it goes off on its own narrative and becomes a tangent, and it just becomes layers and layers of tangents and flashbacks, and it becomes deeper and deeper into like reality of somebody telling a story. And I don't want to, I'm going to spoil. If I go any farther, I'm going to spoil a joke, but it's the best joke of the movie. But yeah, it's a weird art film from Poland. And
Okay.
and a lot of people really care about it, even though it's not popular. So much so that sometime, I believe in the early 2000s, there was like a group of people that privately funded like this big mission to find every possible copy of it that was like surviving, and find all the best frames and all of the best, preserved copies, digitize it and make a pristine copy. So that way people could see it, because it was kind of like a lost film from the 60s. Not lost, but people didn't really pay attention to it in America. But Martin Scorsese credits it as, I believe, his favorite film of all time. And it's good, to say the least. It's very good.
Well,
The Sarah manuscript.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of foreign films, I showed my son this one Jewish film that he really loved. It was called Spaceballs.
I love a good Jewish comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, my son freaking loved it.
Oh, I bet.
He had never seen anything that stupid before. And I think one of his favorite lines in the movie was, "Idiots! I'm surrounded by idiots." I thought he was going to pee his pants laughing at that.
I don't think I'd seen anything that stupid before whenever I watched Spaceballs.
I was probably honest. Like a kid like him when I was little watching it too, though.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how old he is, but I mean, I was probably
He's 9 now. He was 8 then, so.
Yeah. I was probably a little older than that, seeing Spaceballs. I was definitely old. I was old enough to acquire it on my own from the video rental store.
Okay. So you were at least 16.
No. You can with parental permission, you can rent a movie at 12.
Well, how'd you get all the way up there? Did you ride your bicycle?
Go to the movie store. I mean, I can go, but I believe I rented it. It wasn't like
Oh, they like sat in the car and let you go pick it out.
It wasn't like my parents were like, "Let me show you the classic piece of cinema from Mel Brooks, Spaceballs." My parents would never have even watched it.
Oh man.
Yeah. The only comedy movie that I know my mom truly enjoyed, 3 comedy movies. The only ones I can that I consider comedy movies. Some people might argue that Pretty Woman is a comedy, but she liked that movie, but I'm not going to count that. So there's only 3 comedies that my mom truly enjoyed. Big Daddy.
Oh yeah.
Are we gonna count Forrest Gump as a comedy? I believe Forrest Gump is.
Forrest Gump has got every genre in it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Except horror.
And then the third one was the most surprising one that out of all of this. And I received a phone call one day, and my mom said, "I just saw the funniest movie I have ever seen in my entire life." I'd moved out. I was a grown adult. This was probably the year she died. Maybe this is why she died. She watched this movie, and she said, "I just saw the funniest movie I've ever seen in my entire life." it was these two guys, and it was one guy. He was this Indian fellow, and the other guy was Chinese. And
I know where we're going with this.
they were trying to get to some restaurant, Crystals or something, and they got lost. And then Doogie Howser was there, and then one of them. You won't even believe what happened. One of them got on this cheetah, and then they were running through the woods, and then they finally got to the restaurant, and they ate all them burgers. And then that was the end of the movie, and that movie was hilarious, and I have no idea what it was called. So I was wondering if you knew what it was called, so I could tell your dad. And that was Harold and Kumar. She watched it on television, and it was the edited for television.
The USA TV version.
The USA TV version, yeah.
Yeah.
So, so that is the third movie that my mom likes, is the edited for television movie.
It sounds like that was her favorite one.
Yeah, it seems like it was.
Yeah. I love that. Oh my God, that made me so happy. I thought you were about to say Cheech and Chong at first, but then I remembered that one of them is Mexican and one of them is half Chinese. Is that what?
Yeah.
Chong is? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is Harold and Kumar just a reboot of Cheech and Chong?
Yes.
Oh.
Except for they were trying to start a band, but they couldn't do it because they kept getting too high.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that Mexican American song that Cheech Marin does in that.
I need to rewatch.
He is so funny, dude.
I haven't seen those since I was probably in my early 20s.
You should rewatch it then, because I rewatched it recently and enjoyed it way more.
Yeah,
because I understood more of it. Because the more life you live, the more you can rewatch something that you haven't watched for 20 years and get a new experience.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I recently, one of my favorite rewatches, it never gets old at any point, is Talladega Nights.
I need to rewatch that.
Yeah. Be careful though. If you are watching the experience that you had and remember, and you want all of the jokes the way you remember them, do not watch the director's cut. They put out for the anniversary, the 15th anniversary, they put out a director's cut, and the new scenes and jokes, they're funny, but they definitely replaced some good jokes that I just don't feel like needed to be replaced. And it was like, why did you just replace it for the sake of putting a new funny joke there? I don't know. So be careful with that. If you're trying to have some nostalgia and relive.
I think I watched the unrated version and it was like, I don't like this, and turned it off a long time ago.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it wasn't the same.
It was not the same movie that came out in theaters, and it was not the same movie that came out on Blu-ray.
It was a lot of shake without any bake.
It was like they were trying to
too much shake.
They were just milking the fan base.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what year that was that the anniversary came out. But 15-year anniversary, that's not, what are you doing? What are you doing? Nobody wants that.
In that era, whenever Dukes of Hazzard and stuff came out, they would release the movie. It'd be PG-13 at the movies. It would be just right on the edge of R, just enough that if you were a kid, your parents would let you watch it. And then when it would come out on DVD, it would be only unrated versions, and that would be worse than rated R stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were a few movies that I think benefited from the unrated version.
Yeah,
and that honestly weren't even that bad. It was obviously a marketing ploy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Charlie's Angels movies benefited from the unrated version. Not just, I don't feel like there was
because they were able to do a little more violence, and it was more of an action movie that way. Yeah,
you showed up expecting I'm about to see some Drew Barrymore, but but you're like, no, just get more fight scenes.
He was like, let's pop this DVD and you're my next Drew Barry, and I want more. You know that song?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Who doesn't know it? But I did like it.
You know the best character of the Charlie's Angels franchise? Tom Green.
Oh, of course. Have you watched his new show on Amazon?
Oh, I have not finished it.
I'm on I just finished episode 3.
Yeah, I just started it.
Is it only 4 episodes?
What? Oh, is it just 4 episodes?
So far, I mean, maybe it's still going. Maybe it's like the 4th one's just released.
Well, so I start because it's all one project. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's like
I followed him on Instagram, like when he started doing his own thing after COVID.
But so it's a stand-up special, a movie, and then the show.
Yeah.
Well, actually, a movie, a stand-up special, and then the show.
So I should have watched the documentary first.
Yes.
I'll go watch that next before I finish it. Then.
Yes. So the documentary is first. The stand-up special is after that, and then there's the show.
I think you should watch the show before the special because he tapes the show. He tapes the show and the special at the same time. Because he goes to the place every time. Know. Have you not noticed that he goes there every time? Or is it just showing flashbacks to that?
It may be an editing choice.
It could be. I like how he ends it with a song with a verse that relates to the episode.
So Tom Green, I feel like, is one of those people that
he aged well.
He did age well, but he also artistically aged well.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
he aged well. Like he went from being obnoxious, which at a young age that's funny, but as you grow older, you need more complexity. And now he's got the complexity and the obnoxiousness, but he's like toned it down just enough. That's where I think
that the documentary is. That's where the starting point is, because you get all of the history, and you're getting it from his perspective because it's all he's making the documentary,
right?
And it does break down the thought process behind it. He was smart, and he was the person that you would not think he is the entire time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He knew who he was being and what he was doing.
Yeah.
It wasn't just nonsense.
And
I never thought it was, though.
But I don't know. I mean, I feel like
did you really think he was like a complete buffoon?
Yeah, because I'm a complete buffoon.
Oh yeah.
I thought I'm being represented.
Yeah, you are in the minority.
But here I am.
Yeah.
The best clip of the Tom Green show is that when he talks to that drunk guy on the street, and he's like, "Where are you going? You want somebody to come and ask you where you're going? Huh?" And he's like, grabs the microphone. The drunk guy starts asking questions back. How about I ask you? That's my favorite. That drunk guy has inspired like my entire brand of comedy.
He inspired a lot of people to just take over on the news too.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, I mean that is true. That kind of, I mean, it's like a lot of unintended consequences and domino effects of Tom Green. Tom Green was a really smart piece of art that was reflective of our society, and then there were a lot of people that were like, "I'm going to copy that because I want to be that stupid."
Yeah, you think that this? All right, do you think this is like a coincidence? Do you think these people like just decide to pop up? All right, there's 3 examples I want to talk about here. One of them was, "Ain't nobody got time for that," right? Like she did it, right? 4 examples. Next one, there was this guy. He killed some people with an axe, and he's like, smash. That guy. And then there was the lady. She was like, not today, about the fire. Right. All right. So these three people. Do you think that the news looks for people like that on like in areas, or do you think that? For sure. Yeah, you think that's what's going on? They're not just being that bold.
In Alabama, we have our local news story that like we take pride in.
Yeah.
It's the leprechaun, the Alabama leprechaun.
Yeah.
And that if you like, I want to believe it's not being manufactured, but
the leprechauns are real. Oh no, we lost signal. What happened?
Here we are talking about something weird again.
Dude, don't lose the video. I need it.
I don't. Hang on. Let's make sure we're back going.
It doesn't say
I
I
don't
have any
understand.
issues, but you have like the laggy going on and everything.
All right, we're gonna see if I come back to reality.
All right, let's let it buffer.
We're letting it buffer. We're letting it buffer. Take a swig of water.
All right, back to some.
Am I back? Am I back?
Almost.
We'll have Hulk
Drink some
Hogan
more
come out
water.
and say something racist. Listen here, brother. All right, are we back?
I think so.
Okay, so the Alabama leprechaun, the case in point of why it was a manufactured story.
Is he green?
Okay. So they go down and they're like, all right, so here we are. It's about to be St. Patrick's Day, and we're down here in Crenshaw, Alabama, and they're a very poor neighborhood where a leprechaun has been spotted. Pardon me, sir, did you see the leprechaun? And they literally just talked to everybody like, I saw him. He was up in a tree. He was, and then there got other people being like, I don't think it was a leprechaun. I think it was a crackhead who got a hold to the wrong stuff. And it's just like all kinds of just like you got somebody's like this here is a piece of metal pipe with literally a poorly drilled one solitary hole in it. It's just a metal pipe, and he goes, "This here has been passed down from my family for generations. This is a flute that makes the leprechaun leave." And it's like a modern piece of metal piping that with just a poorly drilled hole in it, and you got somebody wearing like fully like military outfit, and he's like out there like, I'm keeping the neighborhood safe from the leprechaun. Like he's like, all these people know what is going on, and you're going like, there, you want to believe that maybe these people really believe it, but then it cuts back to the studio and they go, if you have any information, we do have a picture drawn of the leprechaun. And it cuts to a yellow piece of notebook paper with a like just a smiley face drawn with a hat on it, and like the worst drawing I've ever seen is like, have you seen this man? And like they put this up on the news. This was manufactured by the news. Like they knew exactly what they were doing.
Did they do it thinking that people would believe in it, or did they do it for a joke?
They do it for the views.
Because nobody watches the news.
Yeah.
Maybe this is good for the world.
I mean, sure. I mean, but like,
no, I just mean like it's making people be creative and be entertaining. Since I
don't have any problem with. I don't have any problem with them having a silly a news story. Like that's the premise. That's the premise of Bruce Almighty, I believe, is that Bruce doesn't like that he gets sent to all the joke stories.
Oh, that's true.
And I think those are great. People love them. And by the way, at the end of the movie, whenever he goes through all the self-reflection, he ends up sticking with the joke stories.
That's true.
They were more positive than
better than bad news.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like every single St. Patrick's Day, you got people going around quoting the local news story from a decade earlier. You know,
I have to tell you a story about St. Patrick's Day. Since we're on the subject of leprechauns, and you mentioned it, I used to live in Savannah, right? And it's like the biggest St. Patrick's Day party, close to like what they do in Boston and Ireland, right?
Boston.
You have to put the R in there.
Burston.
If you don't believe me, ask Ben Affleck. Anyways, so this guy, he used to make. There's this culture there called Gullah Geechee, which is what the Gullah Gullah Island on Nickelodeon that we grew up watching comes from. And obviously it's not anywhere near like the history of the place, but I think that the people that did the Gullah Gullah Island show wanted to show like the art and culture side of, their heritage. Obviously a lot of slavery and stuff in that area, and there's a lot of history of that, and they've got like, a lot of monuments and things that you can see, like going down to River Street. There's some places that you can see that are just, it's horrible that people actually would put places like that. But anyways, this man makes Geechee art, and he makes roses out of like the wiregrass and different kind of art like that. And he's always sitting in this one park on a bench, the same park every time. And he's got like you get a permit so that you can do that and make money and everything. So like that's kind of his job. And like he's just a happy guy. He sings like he's a really deep baritone bass singer, sings songs all day, enjoys life, loves life. He's fun to be around. We used to go talk to him every once in a while when we were out walking, you know. So one day we go and it's close to St. Patrick's Day, and he says, "Man, St. Patrick's Day's next week." He's that deep voice. It's like, I said, "Yeah." I said, "You looking forward to it?" He said, "No, not really." I said, "Why not?" And he said, "Well," one time, I can't do the deep voice. I'm just drop it. Anyways, one time, like long time ago, like a few years back, I guess, like I'm telling this like it's a fairy tale. Anyways, at some point,
Once upon a time.
at some point in the past, and like he would tell the story so that it was more poetic than that. But like he's like, there's this one fella that come by here, and he's like, "You want to make $50?" He said, "Well, that's all on account of what I have to do to make $50." And the guy was like, "I'm gonna strip butt naked, and I need you to paint me from head to toe with this green paint." And he's like, "I don't want to make $50 that bad, buddy." And so the guy leaves and stuff, and he said he's sitting there and like, you know, like people drink all day long out there in the streets everywhere, and especially around that time of the year. He said, later that afternoon, he said, I seen that fella running by, stark ass naked, painted. Somebody had made $50.
Somebody had made $50.
I'll never forget that story, dude. That guy was great.
Oh.
I'm gonna miss him.
Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah. Well,
I've
buddy,
never been a big St. Patrick's person.
I don't know, dude.
Seems like too much drinking for me.
Yeah, it's kind of green behind you there.
Yeah, it's true. What? Back here? Oh, in nature?
Yeah,
This is the outside. Here I am standing outside. What do you mean?
that's what I was talking about. The leaves.
Yeah, the leaves, the kudzu,
The Jesus kudzu.
the Jesus kudzu. Did we talk about that on the show or off the show?
Bro, I think it was off air.
That is honestly like that has become my weird obsession.
Before we get into that story, real
yeah.
quick, can we hit the head?
Yeah. Go.
All right.
Right now?
You ain't gotta go. I gotta pee.
Oh, I've been peeing this whole time.
Oh well, I haven't. I've unplugged. I can't hear you. I'll be right back. Change your catheter?
Yes.
Good. All right. So,
do you remember? Do you remember how many catheter commercials used to come on television back at the like early 2000s? It was weird.
That was right after the diabetes commercials died down.
Yeah. You have diabetes ad and then catheter ad, and then help I've fallen. Yeah, and
now it's
Viagra. You know, it was Viagra, and then it was the same company selling you the heart medication that you needed to take because you took Viagra.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, that's how it
Remember
works.
when they used to put Bayer aspirin commercials on TV all the time? Blood thinner.
Yeah. Well, you remember when they used to run commercials for Girls Gone Wild when they were filming drunk and underage girls without their consent and
With
then
no clothes on.
distributing it? Oh,
Yeah.
and also, they also weren't just stripping on those videos. It was hardcore pornography, and some of them were also underage. So
Dude, I never knew that.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
So and that was being distributed on national television.
I was underage when they were making it.
Oh
so
yeah,
I
same
realized,
here.
you know
This
what I'm
was
saying?
something. Yeah, I didn't. This
It
was all
wasn't
new
illegal
information to me.
for us, but it was for them
Yeah.
making it.
When I found out about this like a year ago, I was like, "Geez,
That's insane.
really?"
It makes you feel like ew.
Yeah, I like
Wow.
millions of people bought that, and shame on you, shame on all of you.
All of you.
But back to what's really important here. Why I've been coming on any show out there. I used to go on shows to promote my movie, and I don't care about that anymore. I don't care about that
You have
anymore.
a much more important message.
It's I've once you see it, you can't unsee it. I would like to talk to you about kudzu, and I'd like to speak to the audience. You understand how important this matter is, but for the audience that's out there, I would like to have a very deep conversation with you. In the late 1800s, if you're not familiar, Japanese scientists, I know this is going to sound like some sort of made up plot to a sci-fi movie. Japanese scientists came to the United States with a plant to show off at our expos and world fairs. This plant was called kudzu. It's also called the Japanese arrowroot plant. And kudzu, it's what's great about it is it can pull all of its nitrogen that it needs, actually about 90% of the nitrogen that it needs, out of the air. Most plants, they really need to pull it out of the ground.
Yeah.
Kudzu is special, and they didn't know that back in the 1800s, but they knew one thing about it: it grows really well, and you don't have to have a lot of nutrients. And so Japanese scientists came to America to sell this new product, and you could plant this on your patio or your little porch, or you could put it in your yard, and you can use it for shade, and it'll grow very fast, and you won't have to do any upkeep. And people were like, "That's nifty, that's cool." And they kept going around to different places, showing it off, until finally a farmer got the idea of like, well, I could plant that. I bet my cattle would eat that, and it grows really well. So somebody created an entire industry where he was growing this kudzu, and he was farming it, plowing it up, keeping it from being in the ground, harvesting it constantly, and
under control.
Keeping it under control. Nobody had figured out this was an invasive species yet. Well, the Dust Bowl happened, and a lot of farmers were hit with no crops. They were struggling. They needed a solution, and the United States government was looking for a solution, and they heard about this plant.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it was one of I believe somebody was working at the EPA, and he actually had one growing. It was like his little office plant, and he was like, this plant right here, it actually has all the properties that we're looking for. We could just encourage the farmers to plant that, and they were like, that's a brilliant idea. So they created what was part of the Civilian Conservation Corps, and they would go around, had about 20,000 people going door to door, knocking on people's doors, going, "Have you heard about kudzu?" And telling farmers. They created a program where they would essentially, in today's dollars, they would pay you. If you had 100 acres of land, they'd basically pay you like 16 grand in today's money if you just plant kudzu. If you were struggling, and you're going to take that deal. If you
I'd take it right now.
You take it right now. So they were going around, and they were like, we really got to ramp this up. We've got to get the word out. This is going to save our country. So that is where this propaganda campaign by this guy named Channing Cope from outside of Atlanta. He was using his own personal AM radio transmitter that he had at his house on his farm to broadcast his agricultural messages was let everyone in the South know that God had sent kudzu to the South to save the South, and that everyone should plant it. And they did. And so through the 1930s and 40s, it was encouraged. And I think I cannot remember how many million acres, but I think it's about 3 million acres were planted. And that's when they realized that once kudzu becomes a year old, it basically becomes impossible to kill. And once kudzu becomes 5 years old, it grows into its root system, not what you see on the top, but what underground can become like a half-ton, basically monster that you can't kill without rendering the ground useless. And if you try to do anything that damages it, it clones itself and creates more copies and spreads. And it was at that point that they decided, oh boy, we probably shouldn't have done this. No one can plant kudzu anymore. It's illegal. And so throughout the next 30 years, the United States government kept track on how many acres. Certain agencies they never really could decide how many acres we've lost to kudzu, but we can't do anything with it. And I believe I don't want to be spouting misinformation here, but we've lost about 60 million acres. That's kind of like a middle estimate, because depending on which government agency you ask, they'll tell you either, well, it's not our job, or we stopped counting, or whatever. But kudzu grows each vine grows 1 foot a day.
The U.S. Forest Service estimate kudzu covered approximately 227,000 acres.
Yeah, that is not accurate. The Forestry Service will absolutely argue with. Let's hear. Let's go to.
Go to your onion browser.
Yeah.
Fix your earpiece, because that's actually what your microphone is being used as.
Is it?
Yeah, it's clicking.
Oh no!
It sounds fine. It just started clicking.
That shouldn't be my microphone. That shouldn't. Why did it change?
It's been that way since the weird thing
Since
happened.
The glitch?
Yeah.
So my headphones have been my mic the entire time?
Yeah.
I bet that sounds like trash.
No, it sounds like it always does.
Wow. Well, that really just threw me for a loop.
Well, don't fall for a loop.
That threw me for a loop, sir.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah. But let's see here. The Department of Agriculture is that what you just cited?
Yeah, but you could switch it right now.
So the Forestry Service and the Department of Agriculture have not been able to determine. They have not been able to agree on that. The Forestry Service argues the low number, and the Department of Agriculture always argues a high number. But they stopped counting in the 90s.
Yeah,
they don't.
Why did the Forestry Service do a different thing whenever the Forestry Service is supposed to be the ones that care about the forest?
Well, see, the thing is, it was the Department of Agriculture, or what became the Department of Agriculture, that started the problem. So it's not their problem.
Oh, I got it. So they're not really tracking it because of funds and resources, probably.
Probably.
Yeah,
but also, it's like there's nothing we can do about it. And at this point, it's been part of it's been part of the ecology for so long. It's taken over so much land. We planted so many million acres of it.
Yeah.
At this point, people don't even notice it. You don't even realize it's an invasive species anymore, or not even natural.
Yeah, because it looks normal where it's at.
Yeah. But it is a structural parasite, and it 100% when the zombie apocalypse happens, it will destroy all of our buildings, and it will probably happen within like 5 years. So, but the crazy thing about kudzu, maybe not all of our buildings. I don't want to. That's exact. That's manufacturing.
That's doomsaying right there.
Yeah, yeah. But it will destroy a lot of buildings.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing about kudzu, what NASA and I believe it was, I cannot remember which high school or middle school it was here in Alabama, but they had like a science project that they did with NASA where they were trying to determine the effects of gravity on kudzu. So they sent a bunch of kudzu to outer space, and what they realized when they got it to outer space was that gravity actually slows kudzu's growth.
Holds it back.
So like, yeah, it holds it back. So once we put kudzu in outer space, it's like it's like a super spreader. So that's pretty crazy.
It's like COVID.
Yeah, but I know it's like a weird thing to obsess over, but like truly do a little bit of research into the kudzu problem. It is affecting all of us, and especially if you live in the South at all, the Southeast United States. Honestly, it has spread all the way up into New York. I think I cannot remember the farthest that it spread, but there's some places you would think that it wouldn't be able to live, that scientifically it shouldn't be able to live.
Yet it does.
But it does. And the only way that can be explained is that like the plant had to have matured to the age of basically being impossible to kill, and then now it's just able to survive this harsh climate that it's not technically supposed to live in. But once you see it all over the place and realize how much of every piece of land that you drive past has been eaten by it, it is a weird thing, and that we put it there, and that humans did it.
Yeah,
we made this choice because we thought it would be the right thing. I'm sure that's what FDR thought.
Yeah,
FDR didn't do anything horrible at all while president.
I don't even know what FDR did as president.
Oh, he just had the concentration camps.
Oh, yeah.
He just had the concentration camps and then also gave up the South to kudzu. It's fine. He did.
Was he during World War II? Was he the president?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he also dropped atomic nuclear bombs.
Yeah. Yeah. But other than that.
But definitely not the worst president of all time then.
Somebody almost like got in a fight with me because they were defending FDR. Like I was talking to somebody, I was like, FDR is the worst president. And he's like, no, what are you talking about? I was like, bro, calm down. First of all, FDR, you're getting that mad over FDR? And secondly, you're absolutely wrong. Secondly, you're wrong. He was absolutely one of the worst presidents. I don't know if he was the worst, but he might. He's in contention.
Yeah.
When you take into account the human life. Yeah.
Watched Oppenheimer, dude. And like I still can't understand how people like there aren't like the guy that is the CEO for ChatGPT told Theo Von that there are no adults in the room, right?
Yeah.
That nobody knows what's going on. Everybody's just doing stuff. So whenever you have something that powerful, like how can you do that? You could have literally blew up the earth.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so crazy.
Hey, we still do that. We do that about like not just AI. We did it with the CERN collider. We do it with all kinds of stuff. We do it with all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. It's scary, man. And to know that there are mad scientists in the world that we think they know what they're doing, they don't. But we're supposed to trust the science.
I mean, I love science.
I love science too. I'm not saying I don't love science, but there has to be a balance between logic and just being a human.
Yes, there has to be. So
I think
what
Dr.
makes
Sparks taught us that.
what makes science great is that science is ever changing.
Yeah.
And when you become rigid and you're locked into a belief system and science changes and you don't change, you can't really make the argument that you're correct and that you're looking at science because the science has changed,
Yeah.
And that's unfortunately that happens a lot. And
Yes.
people are not scientifically literate,
Mm-hmm.
nor do they have the time to stay up to date on all scientific developments. So
Right.
they have to rely on
Waiting
media
for the
sources.
Raptors to show up.
Yeah. And wait for the Raptors to show up because, that's what the media tells them. And they just rely on exactly whichever brand of science they've been sold because there are a lot of different variations.
Exactly. So you have to be careful which science you listen to. Well, there you have it, folks. Hopefully those Raptors are not going to mess with you, so you can at least get some sleep tonight. Oh my God, they're back!
They're back! They're back!
Do I need to call someone?
Yeah, I don't. Who are you gonna call?
John Hagee.
John Hagee.